What's going on, guys? Today I am going to be showing you how to repair a Meta Quest 2 controller. Like every other video game controller, extensive use on this controller can and will result in stick drift. So today I'm going to show you how to. Let's begin. Alrighty, first things first, you're going to want to take your battery cover off. There's going to be a warranty label on here. They already took it off just for time's sake. Then grab your spudger. You're going to want to get this little top plate here. Run your spudger to the front and you'll feel that snap. Work your way around the other side. There you go. Top plate comes off, easy peasy. Battery cover goes over there. You're going to want your joystick cover as well. Take that off, throw it. Thankfully for this job, it only requires one bit type, and it's going to be the T5 bit. After that, grab your favorite screwdriver, and then you want to get these 4 bits here. There's going to be these 4. These top 2 are going to be shallower than the bottom ones here and here. That's going to be holding this halo ring here. Good God. Sometimes you're going to get that, guys. You're going to get a little bit of a stripped bolt. Thankfully, it's kind of scooted out already. That is why you get your trusty little needle nosers here. And that's where you just kind of fish it out. Grab it. And pull. Thankfully, I save a lot of these for this exact reason. That is why you don't get your bolts from China. There you go. Number 2. Take that off. Okay, now that we got those 4 screwdrivers out, get your pointy end of your spudger, just something pointy, and you want to press on this little button here. Well, more of a plastic clip. You'll see this push out. Work on the opposite one. This one hangs there for some reason, I guess because of the angle. Stick the spudger in and then just be delicate whenever you work around here because you got ribbon cables for the tracking ribbon all the way around. See all this right here. You want to make sure not to cut this because it's very delicate and it'll fuck it up all the way. No telling how many times I've done that and just wasting money doing it. All right, next up is these bolts on the inside. You got 3 here, right here. These are going to be the smaller ones. You got one very deep one on this side, and then this one that's kind of mediocre right here. We're going to start to take these on the top left. That's 1. 2. 3. And then this is the deeper one here. It's pretty easy to keep track of them just because it's not always unique. It's just easy to keep track of them because the black one's going to be over here by itself. The silver one here that's deeper has to reach further down here to kind of keep this front plate here from slipping off. So get that out, which we already undone all of that. Sweet. Take your little deep screw here, slip it on out. You're going to toss that to the side. Sweet. Once you got all these covered here, no more screws in here, we're going to switch over to these 4 that we were just talking about. You're going to get this one up here, 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 and down here. So let's start with this one in here. That's 1. Whoop. 2. 3 and 4. Grab all that, and then just, usually that's what I do to knock them all out of place. Slip them over here somewhere where you can keep track of them. Okay, at this point, guys, this is probably, we have passed the hardest part of it. Now we're just taking these plastic pieces off and revealing the guts of it. You got the side plate here, throw that aside. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, give you guys a little more field of view. Grab the front plate, which has this grabber here. Be very delicate. I'm going to show you again. Good Lord, I just hit our tripod here. I'm going to show you again how to take it apart. Stick your thumb here, okay? And then you're going to have this little ridge here. Get your fingers, like these here, your right hand, and then just grab under while using your left thumb as leverage on this grabber. That way you can pull it upwards and away rather than just yanking it off like that. If that makes sense, like I had done earlier. You got to be a little patient sometimes on these, especially if it's your first time. don't think slower is smoother, smoother is faster. If you go fast, you're going to tear ribbon cables up, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Obviously, as you've seen me do, there's a little lever here. You undo that, and then this little ribbon cable comes out. This is practically your battery terminal and provides power to the mother. All right, guys, we are now at the nitty-gritty. Good Lord, focus now. All right, sweet. We got the motherboard here. This is obviously our joystick. This is the culprit here. This right here, guys, we're going to need to take this off next. Usually what I do is I get the T5 bit. It fits pretty perfectly. It's probably not the best idea. Just be careful not to scratch this cable here. You're going to want to slip the tip into that little hole. No pun intended. Push that part out, and then you got this little part sticking. Like I said, always have a spare needle noses out. They're going to help you in the long run. Pull that out. There we go. Obviously, you got this little spring right here. The dreaded springs. I fucking hate springs, but this one's a little easier to work with. Set this stuff aside. Okay, guys, we're going to grab the screwdriver again. There's these two screws here. We're going to take these completely out. And then you got these other two here. You just you can just loosen them halfway. That way you can lift up the motherboard. So we'll start here. Like I said, you don't need to take it out all the way like most recommend. It's a lot easier if you just take them out halfway on these two. Now, these right here, let me zoom in, give you a little bit of a better view now. Let's see. We got these two here, like I said, that are holding in this joystick, which surprisingly is a lot simpler than what you would think for virtual reality controllers. Just these two joysticks here. Pull them out. Probably since you're wondering, I'm going to go ahead and learn you on this. These ribbons here are obviously for the tracking if you can't put 2 and 2 together already, which I honestly don't blame you. Let's see here. This is our little joystick. You just got to be a little careful with this little lever here. You can break it right off easily. Just be careful. Lift the motherboard up. All right. Now you just got to kind of fish it out. Usually I just press on the joystick right here. You can see how it just kind of slips out. Oh, shots fired, shots fired. All right, let's see here. Pull that out. There we go. Now you got your culprit, this damn joystick. And out of my 2 years working on joysticks, yes, I know you can spray something in there. Use something like CRC, this electronic cleaner. Yes, there's some people out there, don't listen to their dumbasses. Do not use this. This is not meant for electronics. This is a lubricant. This is meant for electronics here. If I catch anyone slipping, putting fucking WD-40 in their joystick, let's take this out of the way. There's going to be hell to pay. There's going to be hell to pay, and you're going to be paying with God's caliber. Sorry, guys, we're getting kind of sidetracked there, but yes, that annoys me to death. I keep finding joysticks that are just doused in WD-40. Don't do that. All right, next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your new joystick. I usually source these from eBay and Amazon. Either or is fine. Usually just depends on how many you're getting. This one right here, pretty new, nice and black.
What do you mean by that?
Let's see here. Grab this little joystick cover here. Well, not necessarily joystick cover, but spring. This is where the fun part is, fishing this sucker back in. And usually I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, so you're going to want to get this end here, and you're going to want to get the stick part, stick it in that hole, and then you're going to want to fish it on this side first. And then you get this little piece and slip it up under the board. Sometimes it's a little fishy, and it's just a pain at first. You're going to have to fish it up under. There you go. Now that you got that under the board, you're going to want to stick this ribbon cable back in its original home. If it'll ever go in, ever so slightly. Stick it in. There you go. Push that little lever down, and you have installed your new joystick. And before we disassemble that, we're going to want to put this spring back in. This is for the joystick. So you shove it in. You should see there are some grooves right there, right next to that little post. Let me give it a little zoom in. You can see that groove right there. You will need to slip this part under. Let me give you a better perspective of it. Sometimes lifting the board helps, sometimes not. You can just slip it right in like that.